The following KQED production was produced in high definition.
Yes, check please, people.
It's all about licking your plate.
The food was just fabulous.
I should be in psychoanalysis for the amount of money I spend in restaurants.
I had a horrible experience.
I don't even think we were at the same restaurant. And everybody, I'm sure, saved room for those desserts.
You better.
Hi, I'm Leslie Sabraco. Welcome to Check Please Bay Area, the show where regular Bay Area residents review and talk about their favorite restaurants. We have 3 guests, and each one recommends one of their favorite spots, and the other 2 go check them out to see what they think. If you missed a show, you can visit the website to watch past episodes, download them via podcast, or you can catch them on demand. This week, multimedia designer Jamie Locke charts the flavors of Louisiana that are combined with some Pacific ingredients at her chosen restaurant. It's in a tucked-away place with an irregular schedule and the best bread pudding around. Reporter Stanley Roberts investigates the source of what he says is the best beef in town. At his traditionally decorated restaurant, they specialize in one cut of beef, along with sides and dessert. It's a place where you won't leave hungry. But first, winery operations manager Brian Jones likes to blend the flavors of southern France and northern Italy with the local wines at his pick. In the beautiful town of Sonoma, it's on Napa Street, and it's called the Sonoma Meritage Martini Oyster Bar and Grill.
I love cooking. I grew up in restaurants. What I love to do is cook food for friends, and when you come to Meritage, I really feel that you're a friend. Hey, here you go. We are a Martini and Oyster Bar here in the middle of wine country. On any given night, you could have upwards to 8 to 9 different wineries represented. They'll come in for martinis, they'll come in for tequila shots, they'll come in for signature cocktails. They love to come in for oyster happy hour. We have oysters from all over the United States. Live crab, live lobsters, a lot of wild game as well, fresh steaks and chops. You know, we have a very extensive wine list, mostly focused on local wines, as well as some special imports from Italy and Spain. My staff is very friendly. We're here to have fun. We're not stuffy. Many of my staff members come from Nepal. Most of them are Sherpa guides and summited Everest, so they're a lot of fun to talk to. It's kind of, we have a little philosophy. We go Zen in the dining room and Latino in the kitchen. So it's a nice balance.
Okay, Sonoma Meritage. Why do you love this restaurant?
I think there are a lot of great restaurants in Sonoma, but Meritage in particular has something for everybody. You can go in there pretty much every night of the week if you chose to, and never have exactly the same experience. The different types of cuisine that are available, the fresh seafood, the environment, you can dine indoors or outdoors. It's a nice blend.
And the chef is Italian, correct? He's an American Italian.
He's American Italian. He's from northern Italy, and I think very closely follows the food that's dearest to his heart. And,
but it's with fresh California ingredients. It's not an Italian menu.
Absolutely. And I think the highlight is fresh seafood. Mm-hmm. Particularly if you like lobster right out of the tank, or you want a seafood platter that has a variety of different things on it, then it's the right spot.
Why it's called Oyster Bar and Grill, right?
Exactly. It's also nice that it has the Martini bar. They have a wonderful wine selection, and so it's just a very well-rounded restaurant.
Right. How was your experience at Sonoma Meritage?
Well, I was really excited to be able to go down to Sonoma, or up to Sonoma, because I was able to make a day of it and do some wine tasting. And so we had a nice early dinner. It was
Did
really.
You sit inside or outside?
Well, actually, we ended up sitting outside, and that's one of the things I kind of wished I would have sat inside, because the outdoor area was kind of like a structured, like framed tent, and it had like all this tulle or like wedding fabric almost like wrapped around it. So it just seemed really odd to me because it's like very dusty in Sonoma. It just seemed like an abandoned wedding reception or something. But the cocktail menu was great. Great, unique selection.
Do you have a martini?
I did not have a martini, but I had something called a Bellini, which was sparkling wine with a fresh puree of peach, and it was just amazing.
And dishes, what did you have?
We noticed that a lot of people were ordering a fresh, chilled seafood platter, and that's what we ended up getting. And it was very generous, a lot of huge portions. It was very fresh.
Oysters, did you have oysters? What'd you have?
Oysters, clams,
Yeah. Is
crab.
this what you had? Stanley, he's over here going, well.
One of my wife had the breaded oysters, which I thought had way too much bread on it. I like the taste of the oyster, not the bread. So that didn't quite appeal to me that much. But when I arrived at the restaurant and we walked in the door, it was one of those E.F. Hutton moments. All of a sudden, everybody just stopped like, who the heck is this guy coming in here?
Well, you're very imposing. See, you have this, you have this very, very powerful presence. That's it.
It was more like a raisin in a bowl of rice type syndrome.
Oh no.
I'm sorry, but it was
That
like,
would surprise me actually.
Yeah.
The
It just seemed
diversity
like it
of the
at first.
crowd there.
Well, that day it was just kind of strange. It's just the service wasn't that great. The food. I had the chicken, the free range chicken. I did like the flavor, but it was a little bit too foo-foo-ish for me, just a little bit. I mean,
You're not a foo-foo kind of guy?
I'm not a foo-foo kind of guy.
I would say that some of the dishes, frou-frou-y, if you will,
Wine
they're
country,
complex.
wine country frou-frou. Yeah.
There's a lot of blending of flavors and so forth, and I find that a little intriguing, and I also think it's interesting to match wines with that type of food. It makes a more global experience, if you will.
They do have a terrific wine list at Meritage.
They do, and in fact, the menu begins with a number of Meritage varietals.
And you bring up a good point. People confuse the pronunciation of Meritage versus Meritage, which is a blend of Bordeaux-style varieties from California, from Washington State, and it's a combination of the words merit and heritage. So it's actually, if you see a Meritage blend on a wine list, it's pronounced Meritage as opposed to Meritage.
A little American history.
That's really cool.
And there are a few things on the list that you won't find anyplace else. And that's important to me. I want to go to a restaurant that has a variety of wines on the list because that's a big part of the experience.
What about desserts? Did anybody have
I had the
desserts?
apple with the caramelized wafers, and it was very good. I enjoyed it. They had a little bit of drizzle of chocolate on the bottom, and then they had the caramelized wafers between the apples.
Saving the best for last.
Yeah, that sounds
That was
good.
good. That was good.
All right. This is your restaurant, so tell people why they should make the drive to wine country and taste wine along the way and enjoy Sonoma Meritage.
Wonderful wine list, incredibly diverse quality of food, absolutely great seafood, the freshest you can get in Sonoma as far as I can tell. And there's just something for everyone. You can go there and pretty much find something on the menu that's going to suit you any night of the week.
All right. Your thoughts?
Well, I think if I were to go back, I would probably go back for the cocktails and maybe some fresh oysters or something like that. I thought, and I would definitely sit inside, maybe even at the bar. The bar area looked really nice. But I just want to say, I thought the service was really good, actually. And I didn't feel like it was actually very foo-foo. I felt it was kind of a little
Laid back?
casual for Sonoma. So I would have preferred to sit inside, definitely. But probably not for a full dinner, but maybe for little cocktails and appetizers.
Martini and oysters.
Exactly.
All right. And Stanley?
Maybe I was too brutal for my first experience.
It's
But
okay.
I might go back, but I don't know. It's like I didn't feel like that was a place I would just rush back to. I've been to a lot of restaurants in Napa, and there are many that I would go back to, but I'm not really sure about that one.
All right. Well, if you would like to try Sonoma Meritage Martini Oyster Bar and Grill in Sonoma, the telephone number is 707-938-9430. It's open for lunch and dinner every day with brunch on weekends. Closed on Tuesdays. Reservations are recommended, and the average dinner tab per person without drinks is around $45. Next, Jamie's place is way out in the avenues, not far from the beach, with Cajun and Zydeco music that sets the mood to take you to New Orleans. It's called Cajun Pacific Restaurant and Catering, and it's in San Francisco on Irving at 47th Avenue.
Here at Cajun Pacific, we change the menu every single week.
We've done French bistro nights. We have done Hawaiian seafood nights.
The cuisine is very authentic to New Orleans, but we do use as much of the Pacific ingredients and styles as we possibly can.
I love having the freedom. It's the freedom of being able to create new dishes as well as being able to revisit very classic dishes. I like to keep things fresh. I like to keep things fairly simple. I just want the ingredients to shine.
We are a combination of a neighborhood and a destination restaurant. We want people to know the environment is warm and open. I love to bring out food and see someone else looking at it and they're cribbing off each other's tables, and that's what they end up ordering.
I want the people to come in, I want them to sit down, and I want them to be chatty and enjoy the feeling of the room. And then when they get their food, I want them to be quiet, because that means they're loving their food. And we get that a lot. The room's abuzz, and all of a sudden, silence, and the sound of clinking forks and plates.
We always joke around that we're trying to kill them with the food. And we want it to be so good that they can't believe that they had that.
Okay, Jamie, this is a bit of New Orleans, right in the middle of San Francisco, isn't it?
Yes, it is, out by the beach, which is crazy, and I wouldn't have ever known about it unless I lived out there. I happened upon it one day walking down the street, and it's amazing. They take traditional Cajun cooking and they infuse it with local ingredients, local produce, seasonal farmers market produce, and they just do these amazing things with traditional Cajun food. So I love it. I think it's a great value. I love the ambiance. I love that it's an open kitchen. You can watch the chef working his magic. It's just a great place all around.
And it's tricky because it's only open on weekends, correct?
Yes, that is correct. And I think, part of the reason is because there is no other, it's not a commercial area. There's no shops or restaurants around there. So, really the only reason you're going down there is to go to the restaurant if you know about it.
And what did you have for food?
First of all, there was amazing food. I have to agree. I thought the quality of the food and the preparation was fabulous. We had a little bit of difficulty to start off with because it was tricky finding a place to park, but eventually we did. And when we got in there, even though I had made the reservations a week in advance and then followed up because I was getting nervous about deadlines, they didn't have us on the list.
Oh.
So I was thinking...
Did you pull some strings? Did you,
didn't have to. The waitress was very accommodating.
Okay,
she just said, no problem, come on in, we'll find a seat for you anyways. It's a puny place.
Yeah.
But, I think you're right on top of the cook, which was great. It was kind of fun to watch him doing his thing. He chats with you a little bit.
Well, you could kind of be a sous chef if you needed to be.
You could almost do that, yeah, reach over the counter. We started off with some little puff pastries that were filled with lump crab meat and goat cheese. Fabulous. There were 4 of them, and that alone could have been a meal. I had some andouille sausage and chicken gumbo, and it came with some wonderful little cornbread muffins that were out of this world. That, again, would have been enough for me.
Right.
And then we went into the entrees, and really, it was just so much food, we ended up taking a lot of carry-out with us, but it was all very good.
All right, tell me about your experience, though.
I didn't know that in New Orleans they eat their food in the closet. I really didn't. This place was so tiny. I have to say, though, the food was incredible. I really enjoyed the food. I just thought it was just a little bit too small. And
but there is no lobby area to wait.
There's no lobby. It's like you're either outside or you're right there standing next to somebody else, watching their food, going, that sure looks good. I want some.
Give me that gumbo.
Give me that gumbo, yeah. Move. So we finally got a seat up in the corner by the window, and the only disappointing part was that our appetizer showed up an hour after we ordered it. We got it an hour later, we got our appetizer. And I had my 2-year-old, and she started to get fidgety. So, she's like, I'm getting, you can tell because she starts grabbing everything.
Right.
And I had the blackened steak, and Carmen had the ossobuco.
Ossobuco.
I'm amazed at what that chef can do. And especially when the restaurant's really busy, he's the only one back there. And he, part of it is he's paying so much attention to what he's doing back there. And he is just like I said, he's an artist. I mean, he really, you can see the intensity in when he's preparing these things. As far as I'm concerned, totally worth the wait.
Right.
You know, I'm happy having another glass of wine waiting for, you know, my appetizer or my entree, and you know, I'm happy. But
And what are some of your favorites when you go?
oh gosh, I have a lot of favorites. I love the crawfish beignets, which are just delicious. They're kind of like cornbread, hush puppies almost with crawfish in them. I love the crawfish Monica for an entree. It's one of their signature entrees. It's this delicious pasta with a creamy wine-based sauce. It's a little spicy, and it has these fresh crawfish tails in it.
Because this type of food can be spicy. So, I mean, in terms
I thought
of
it was a good blend of
good
spice
blend,
and creaminess.
Yeah, it's never like so over the top, like
Right.
spicy hot, or like, you know, they don't use like hot sauces or anything.
Right.
So yeah.
I would say it was a little tacky. The decor and so forth is a little funny, you know. But I've never been to Mardi Gras or anything like that, so maybe that's just sort of normal.
you don't wear
Yeah,
beads,
I mean,
you don't get
right,
the beads
exactly.
when you're, come
There's
on.
beads all over the place, and you know they have like
little plastic crabs in the window.
Yeah, I mean
I
it's
still want to play with the
funky.
crab.
But it sort of has a sense of
Two-year-old
humor.
one.
It
It's
was
fun.
very light.
Yeah.
I had fun with it.
It's just like a jovial atmosphere. I
There's
just love
seating
it.
for maybe 20 people.
9 tables.
9 tables.
We actually
You
count
counted.
tables.
That's not big.
No.
Yeah.
Any desserts you feel like mentioning?
Bread pudding with whiskey sauce.
Yes.
Amazing.
I thought so.
Yes.
Over the top.
Over the top.
Over the top.
It's amazing.
All right, Jamie, this is your place, so wrap it up and tell people why they should set aside a Friday or Saturday night to go
All
over
right.
there.
Great. I mean, it is a neighborhood place. It's off the beaten track, but definitely it's worth the trek out there. You won't be disappointed. Fun place. Great Cajun food with fresh California influences. I highly recommend it.
Okay, Brian?
I thought that, let's just say the environment was charming and the food was outstanding. Again, would definitely go back.
All right, Stanley?
I would go back, but with a small crowd, small group, not too large. Food is great. I enjoyed it. Again, the parking issue could be a problem, but I would go back. I like it.
All right. If you would like to try Cajun Pacific Restaurant and Catering, it's located on Irving at 47th in San Francisco. The telephone number is 415-504-6652. It's open some Thursday, Fridays, and Saturdays for dinner. Call to confirm the schedule, and always call for a reservation. The average tab per person without drinks is around $30. For Stanley, the perfect meal takes the form of great beef, perfectly aged, perfectly cooked, and perfectly served. And he says that you can dress up or dress down and find it at the House of Prime Rib on Van Ness Avenue in San Francisco.
The House of Prime Rib is here now since 1949. I took over in 1985, and I believe we have a very unique restaurant. The name says it all. Prime rib, and we made prime beef. We do one thing, and we do it exceptionally well. We serve only Midwest corn-fed prime beef. Last year, we served over 240,000 pounds of beef, so we must do something right. What makes us different than any other beef house, the way we prepare our beef. We prepare it in rock salt. Actually, we bake it in it. From there, after we break the salt, we roll it to the table, slice it in front of the customer, and put it on the plate, and serve it. This stays hot and juicy. When the customer tells you, "I'm so full I can't eat anymore," that's as good as it gets. This as a compliment, as good as it gets.
Okay, Stanley, let's talk about beef. My nickname as a kid was Tyrannosaurus Rex, so.
God, I love beef. Just give me a cow and a fork and I'm happy. House of Prime Rib is my favorite. I'm a man's man. I like beef with a side of beef. And they have the King Henry
Henry VIII.
Thank you. King Henry VIII cut. They have the house cut. And they have thinner cuts too. But I like, sometimes I've had the Henry VIII, but it's like, I can't finish it. I really can't.
Yeah.
And it's great service, great atmosphere. It can be very crowded sometimes. And they have valet parking. But I really enjoy it. I enjoy when the food comes out quickly. They bring the food out in this big tray, and you pick whatever cut you want, and they cut it right there for you.
But it is only prime rib, as the name says.
It's only prime rib, as the name says. Why would you order seafood at a steakhouse? You know?
At the House of Prime Rib. All right. Do you like prime rib? Because this will give us the clue. Whether
I do like prime rib. I'm a beef man as well, to some degree at least, and I thought the quality of the food was very good. But I also lived in Nevada for a number of years, and I'm probably a little tainted. You can get a decent cut of prime rib in any good casino for about $9.99 as the house special. However, I thought it was an interesting place. The service was entertaining. The food portions were outstanding. It was definitely rich food.
oh, come on. Yorkshire pudding is not rich.
Rich?
Cream spinach?
Yeah, I almost felt like I could feel my cholesterol rising as I walked through the door. The wine list, outstanding. You walk through the door and you see, as you walk into the foyer, the display of the wines that are available, and there were some excellent selections there. So that
and
enticed me.
quite good pricing, actually.
Yes.
Not bad pricing.
Yeah.
And what about you, Jamie?
I love the House of Prime Rib. It was great. From just even walking through the front doors, you feel like you're kind of traveling back to an era where dining out is more of like a special occasion than just an everyday event that, most people think of it now. I thought the service was great. I love the interior. I love that it's all dark wood and amber light.
It's very sort of old English style.
Yeah, I love that.
It feels like you can have, you can have one of those moments in there. It's like, I love you. Will you marry me? One of those moments.
Well, I might not have gone that far, but it was.
Your wife might be upset.
Yeah. But it was. I loved it, and I thought that the food was great. I would have never probably gone there because I just usually opt for seafood or ethnic food or something a little different. I'm usually not like in the mood for a huge side of beef. It doesn't occur to me.
Even the city cut, which is their thinnest cut, is a pretty substantial cut.
It was a lot of food.
There was a lot of food, but it was great. And I think if a place has been in business for that long and that's what they do and that's their specialty, it's hard to go wrong.
Did you like the thing with the salad when they spin the bowl?
I loved it. Some
theatrics.
places.
Yeah, it was like theatrics.
The service were entertaining for sure.
I liked it.
Let's talk about the sides a little bit.
Well, that would be, if I had anything to complain about, that would be it, that there's really not that much selection. You do get to choose the spiciness of your horseradish. You get to choose whether you want baked potato or mashed. And then the size of the cut. I like the end cut, and they promptly served me a beautiful end cut that was delicious.
I had the house cut, and I still took it home and ended up eating it the next day.
Yeah.
So it's like, man.
Well, I was wondering what all those red bags were
what
around on
they
all
were.
the tables.
Yeah.
They were
Well,
these cute little red shopping bags.
I've heard that if you actually can finish your cut, and I'm not sure which cut it is, they'll give you another. If it's that, and
have to try
you're
that.
trying to
Must be the Henry VIII, because I had the city cut, and I managed to get it all
You
down.
managed to get it
All
all
right,
down.
I'm going back today for the Henry VIII. Sorry, I got to
Oh
try
my
it.
God, Brian, I'm so impressed.
I felt like I was going to explode.
Yeah, exactly. All you want to do is go home and go to sleep.
Yeah. The server said, even when they were portioning out the salad and preparing that, my eyes just like, I was like, whoa. And she's like, no one leaves here hungry. So I knew I was in for trouble.
All right, and service, you felt was attentive?
I thought the service was great. Actually, one of the aspects I really loved was I saw a maitre d' that was working the floor. And he was an older gentleman.
That was Gus.
And the server told us that he had been working there since the 1950s. Yeah. And I was like, wow, that's incredible.
You only missed one day of working since
wow,
all
that's
that time.
amazing. So, the service was great, and I thought it was great.
All right, Stanley, this is your restaurant. If people want a piece of prime rib, tell them why they need to go to House of Prime Rib.
You need to go to House of Prime Rib because you're going to leave there full, you're going to leave there happy, and you're going to, you may spend a little bit of money, but you'll feel like every cent was worth it.
All right. What about you, Jamie?
I would recommend it if you're in the mood for a huge, piece of meat and just a really comforting meal in a traditional atmosphere. I would definitely recommend it.
Brian, now that your cholesterol is back in check, what about you?
Special occasions, pretty over the top. Rich food, very delicious, little spendy for me.
Okay.
Not foo-foo.
Not
Spendy,
foo-foo.
not foo-foo.
If you would like to try the House of Prime Rib, it's on Van Ness in San Francisco. The telephone number is 415-885-4605. It's open every day for dinner. Reservations are recommended, and the average tab per person without drinks is around $50. Well, I want to thank you guys. Did you have fun on the show? Was it a good time?
This is good.
All right, next time you get to eat the cheese.
The food was great.
We featured Brian's Sonoma-Meritage Martini Oyster Bar and Grill in Sonoma, where experiences and opinions varied, from Stanley's liking it but feeling that the service was minimal and that it was too much money, not enough food, to Jamie's general disappointment with the menu. Jamie's Cajun Pacific in San Francisco found favor with everyone for the food, although Stanley felt that it was a little like walking into a closet and the wait for food was just too long. While Brian is ready to go again and won't complain about the parking. And Stanley's choice of House of Prime Rib in San Francisco brought consensus that it was a great place for celebration with wonderful, traditionally prepared beef, generous servings. It's the place for carnivores. Brian felt that a reservation there, though, should come with a health warning. Now for all you wine lovers, did you know that there's a KQED wine club? You can find great discounts on international wines, recipes, and a lot more if you go to kqed.org/wine club. So check it out. And don't forget to join us next time when 3 new guests will recommend their favorite spots right here on Check Please Bay Area. I'm Leslie Sabraco, and I'll see you then. Cheers!
Cheers.
Woohoo!
Cheers.
This show is available in high definition, on demand, and via podcast. For additional information on the restaurants featured, to comment, or to apply to be on the show, go to our website at kqed.org/checkplease.